Apparently, from what I was told when I was a young kid, perhaps, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, I always gravitated toward an instrument. My parents always either had a piano around or a guitar, so I always held interest in an instrument of whatever type it was, and then it became the guitar at some point that I focused on. At a young age, I always had a guitar with me, and my parents didn't push it on me, but they always supported me with that, and so I always had a guitar, and maybe around, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 or so, I had some initial lessons, but being left-handed, the teacher pushed me away from that, so that kind of stopped. I guess because it was a bias toward being right-handed. So my parents didn't agree with that and said, well, I'm naturally left-handed, so let's stop the lessons for now. Actually not really. I mean, I'm really very selective with who I listen to, and I can't say that I have any guilty pleasures. I enjoy all the music I listen to. I'm proud to say, what I listen to is exactly that. They're very, it's hand selected according to my taste. Aside from music, yeah, it's funny. It's kind of a duality in my life where there's music and then there's science. I'm an engineer by day, and science has always been a sort of passion. And I always thought that having science as my day job, I wouldn't need to go to school for music. I would do music on the side, which now I look back is kind of a mistake. I have to say, it's funny. With my job, I get to travel quite a bit, and I have seen a lot of, if not all of the cities in the United States, and some abroad. Manhattan has to be my favorite city by far. With Paris being actually, I shouldn't say that. Actually, Paris is up there, almost #1. But being in New York and Manhattan more so than I've ever been in Paris, I have to say that Manhattan is tops. I'm actually a little worried about that. I think it's kind of in a bad situation, and maybe in a state of change, and hopefully for the better. I'm not sure where it's going to head to, but that has soon to be determined. I think the whole thing about people stealing music off the internet it has taken away from the money that should have gone to the artist in a way, and I think that needs to be regulated in some way, and I'm not sure how that can be done, but I think that's where the trouble lies. That's an obvious answer, and I think that lies in what I'm doing with the band, and that's not true at all. It lies in what Aaron's doing, obviously, Aaron. But it's interesting. It's a big. We are passionate about music, and we all love music, and it's what everyone individually brings to the table, and yeah, I mean, we all enjoy it. So and we all get along, and that's what I think makes it special. Superfluous.
Superfluous.
Yeah, that's easy. Actually, there's a band I actually fell in love with in the '90s called Cocteau Twins, and the guitar player from that band named Robin Guthrie is a big inspiration of mine, and he doesn't seem to play according to any rules. He just plays according to mostly the feeling and emotion, and I was completely taken by that and inspired by it. Not that I try to copy his style. You know, I think I'm actually inspired by a bunch of different players, but his style has had a big, actually a great impact on my playing, and it affected my playing in a way that I just taken some cues from what he's done and kind of formulated my own style based on that. But yeah, it's reflected in what I play.